Hello everyone, my name is Maddie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am very excited because today I'm going to be showing you a continuation of some of the newest vinyl records that I did pick up to add into my collection. And today they are Miss Halsey vinyl records. I am so excited because these are some of my favorite works by Halsey, and I do already have her Badlands vinyl up in the back there. As you can see, that was the first, full-length album that I listened to from her back in the Tumblr days of 2015, and I just became obsessed with it, and that's how I ultimately fell in love with her, and I have been a fan of her for 10 years now, so she is one of my favorite artists. And I love that she did re-release Badlands, the deluxe version on vinyl. Actually crazy, so I do want to get that one. I do love that it's like the 10th anniversary and it has a special cover and all of that. I have not picked it up yet because it's a little pricey, but I do need to get on that. I have had these records that I will be showing you today for a little while now. They were part of the video that I filmed a bit ago with the Callum Hood signed vinyl. If you have watched that video, I will link it up above, but essentially the footage was not it. The microphone was horrible, so I have decided to refilm it, and these were some vinyls that I also picked up in that video, and I figured I would show you them today. I have just been really feeling for Halsey lately. If you did watch her interview with Zane Lowe on Apple Music, I feel like she's in a bad spot right now, or not in the best spot, especially with her record label and her music label not allowing her to make another album right now because of The Great Impersonator not being mainstream pop themed. It had more, darker tones and really expressed what she was going through. But she has a lot of health struggles right now, and she had cancer, and she made an experimental album based on what she was going through in her life, and it didn't perform as well as they wanted it to. So yeah, her label's just not allowing her to release new music right now. So I have been listening to old Halsey music, and because of that, I knew that I needed to have these albums on vinyl, since besides Badlands, these are definitely, some of my favorite works by her. So I definitely did want to support her during this time and pick up these vinyls and show you guys which ones that I did get. I also did get both of these for a pretty good deal, I believe. Also, both of these pressings are beautiful. They are, colored pressings that I wanted to show you guys. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, the first pickup I have here is actually her very first EP. This is just an EP that she released before Badlands. So it does have some songs that did make it on to Badlands, especially for the deluxe version. So I did pick this up before she announced the deluxe version that she was releasing on vinyl, the 10th anniversary pressing. So I did pick this up because it does have, again, some of her very first songs on there that I listened to in conjunction with Badlands. So this does only have 5 songs on it, but again, some of my favorite songs by her that I have been listening to for years now. So this is Room 93 by Halsey. This was originally released in 2014. This is the cover of it. Let me take it out of its outer sleeve. Like I did mention, I already did unbox these in another video, so I do have them all sleeved up to protect them, but there's a glare from the outer sleeve. I honestly do not love these outer sleeves. They are pretty cloudy. I'm pretty sure you can see that. They are not crystal clear, so honestly, I'm kind of thinking about purchasing other outer sleeves. I love my inner sleeves. Those are totally fine, but my outer sleeves are definitely a bit cloudy. You could probably even, tell from the Badlands one back here too. So that's neither here nor there, but this is the front of Room 93 by Halsey. Just very plain, just has this kind of window and blind situation going on. The background is just black, so it's very demure, very plain. It doesn't have her face on it anywhere or anything. And then the back is just, again, black with the track listing here. So these are the 5 tracks that are on this EP, and one of my favorites is There Somewhere. That is one of the first songs I feel I purchased on Apple Music back in the day. I remember I still have it in my Apple Music purchases on my phone. Well, my camera just died, so the universe does not want me to film this video. So if you're watching this video, congrats. I don't know. Anyway, sorry if like the angle is a little bit different now, but anyways, as I was saying, Is There Somewhere is one of, my OG Halsey songs that I grew up with. I love the transition throughout the song where she starts like very, kind of soft spoken, and it really builds up and has like a great climax. So if you've not listened to that song, definitely do recommend to listen to it. Also, like all these songs are so iconic. Ghost, so iconic. Hurricane, like I'm a hurricane. Like, yes, those ones did make it on to Badlands, Ghost and Hurricane on at least the deluxe versions. And then also Empty Gold and Trouble Stripped. I just love like every single song on this EP. So I had to get it on vinyl. And I haven't seen like many people have this on vinyl. I don't know. So I was definitely glad to get my hands on it. Also, when I realized that it was this gorgeous pressing, I absolutely knew I had to have it. So it is like a very like dark, almost emerald green. It matches the vibe of this album so much. I honestly thought that it was just going to be like a standard black pressing, especially with all of the black that is on this, album cover. But she decided to do this more like dark, foresty, green, blue color, which I think is gorgeous. I don't really have any greens or blues that are this dark in my collection yet. So I was just so excited when I saw that it was this opaque green, blue, teal situation. I really do think it matches the aesthetic of the artwork of this album, and it is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Again, it does only have, 5 songs. So one side is just 2 songs and the other side is 3, but it is also just like a heavy, nice quality pressing. It looks like it also does have like a little bit of some like, I don't know, discoloration right there, but I feel like it kind of adds to the aesthetic. I don't know. I just love this pressing. And again, I am so glad that I did get my hands on it for a good price. I really think it was only like maybe $20, which was crazy. Like I snatched that up so quickly when I saw it, and I just knew I needed to have it in my collection. So again, just so glad that I did pick this one up. It doesn't come with anything else, like there isn't a poster or anything special or like a gatefold or anything. But again, this pressing is so beautiful, and I'm glad that it wasn't just a standard black pressing, so I will absolutely take that. Okay, so this next album, again, I needed to have so bad. I feel like when it was first released, it was not appreciated or did not have as much hype as it should. But, after sitting with it and listening to it, I feel like a lot of people have come around to it and really do enjoy it. And it's some of her best work. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, I am talking about If I Cannot Have Love, I Want Power. And this is just a absolutely gorgeous, album. I love this visual here with her little baby. This was right after she had her son, and made this album with some songs that had to do with being a mother and the changes that happened to her body and her mental state and having a son. So I do love this album. Again, I love the art on it. I love that she's sitting there like a queen with her crown, and she has her baby there. This is the clean cover, as you can tell, but again, I love like the original cover too. It's just so iconic. And so I did end up picking the Target exclusive version. So this one is the white vinyl. It has an extra track and it does have an exclusive poster. So again, I'm so glad that I did pick up this Target one because it is gorgeous and it is a, special limited edition and a colored pressing. So it does have this hype sticker here. As you noticed on the Room 93 vinyl, it doesn't have a hype sticker or anything, but again, I'm glad that this one does. I took it off cleanly. It went on her, outer sleeve very well, because as you may know, I do have problems with my hype stickers sometimes. So again, this is a beautiful hype sticker. I love it. Has the Target exclusive and, the limited edition and all of that noted on there. Now let me take this out. This fits pretty snug in this outer sleeve. So let me first take out the actual pressing here. So this is the pressing. It is just a like bone white opaque pressing, which again, I love, especially with some of the visuals. Like this is giving like milk, if you know what I'm saying. Like it's giving, cream of beige. So I do love this. I think it's gorgeous. I do not have a opaque white pressing in my collection either. So again, this is gorgeous. I'm so glad that I picked it up. I think that it really works with the aesthetic of this album. Again, I do like the gold pressing. I'm pretty sure there was like a gold version, which I really think fit with the album art as well, but I think that this one does as well. Like I said, I just love it. And I love that the inner label is not black. It is like a bronze color. It's like a dark bronzy brown color there. So again, gorgeous. It does just say, if I can't have love, I want power in the middle there. It does have the track listing around the outer part of the label there, if you can see. So I love that. I love having the track listing on there. And then it does say 2021 Capitol Records, side A, if I can't have love, I want power by Halsey. So I do love that. I love the bronze label on this side. And then actually this label on this side does look just standard black for side B now that I'm looking at it. So that is just a standard black label there. And then on this side, it has the bronze. Beautiful label. Look at that in the light. It is gorgeous. Again, I love this color, and I'm glad that I got a limited edition pressing of this album because I love this album. She worked with 9 Inch Nails when making this album. And if you do know me, you know that I do love like more like angsty, like high energy, kind of more like rock sounds. So when I knew that she was releasing another like more rock album that was introspective, I was so excited. So this is the album cover here out of its little foggy outer sleeve, so you can see it better there. That is the front. And then this is the back, which has like this little heart locket, which again, I love this. I love this art on this album. And then it has all of the different songs here written in cursive, so they're a little bit hard to read, but if you know the track listing, you know. And then it has this like Polaroid, almost like vintage, antique looking picture there of her in her little regal queen outfit. So again, I love that. And some of my favorite songs on here are, of course, I Am Not a Woman, I'm a God. Like that is a feminist anthem. I also love Lilith from like the Diablo game. And then I love Bells in Santa Fe. Those are so good. Also The Lighthouse is iconic. Yes. The only thing I'm a little bit sad about is that they do not have Nightmare on this vinyl, which Nightmare is one of my favorite songs by her. And it was released on like certain like deluxe versions of this album. So I don't think it's on vinyl at all. I was looking maybe like one version, but honestly I could not find one with Nightmare because she released that as a single, but it was right around this era, and oh my gosh, that is such an iconic like angsty bop. Like I love that song. So unfortunately it is not on my version, but if I do happen to find like a version with Nightmare, I definitely do want to pick that up because I would love to have that on vinyl, of course. If any of you are aware of a version that has Nightmare on it, please let me know down below in the comments because like I said, I would love to have that song on vinyl. Anyways, moving on to the beautiful gatefold. I love this gatefold of like her in the bath. Again, like this aesthetics of this album, I'm eating up. Like this is my like Halloween aesthetic. Like this does give me kind of like Halloween time. Like it is beautiful, her pregnant in the bath there. And then it does just say all of this is temporary. So I'm wondering if she's like referring to being pregnant, maybe, or something along those lines. But again, I just love this. I love like the color palette. It's giving like Renaissance. It's giving maybe like Victorian times, giving queen and regal. Like I absolutely love it. And this one does have a poster inside as well. So it did come with that exclusive poster as noted on the hype sticker. So this poster is not my favorite, I will say, just because it's kind of hard to make out, and they do have a lot of black on the background here and then just her in the middle there like underwater, but it's kind of hard to see with like the creasing. I don't love that like, the picture of her is like right there on the crease, but it's still cool. Again, I still love the aesthetics of it. I just wish that maybe they had like the gatefold on the poster, or I don't know, some different artwork that came along with this era on the poster here, just because it's like really dark and you can't really see what's happening, and then the crease there kind of takes away from her and the middle there, and it just kind of only shows her hair for the most part. I can mostly only see like her hair there, but it does say if I can't have love, I want power in the corner here, and then it says H4 there, which I'm guessing stands for Halsey 4, since this is her 4th studio album that was released. So that is it for the Halsey vinyl records that I picked up that I wanted to show you guys in today's video. I am trying to grow my Halsey vinyl record collection, so I am going to continue to do that. I definitely do want Manic next, I would say. Also The Great Impersonator. Oh my gosh, I just realized I do not even have The Great Impersonator in my record collection. I absolutely need to get that. I just know that there's so many different pressings and versions of that I have been kind of picky as to which one I want. I have been looking at the Urban Outfitters version, but there's also like the 90s version. Like she has a lot of different releases of that vinyl, so I have been looking and I have not decided on which one I want to get, but I absolutely do need to get that one. And like I said, I do need to get Manic as well. I did go to Halsey's concert just recently back in, was it June or July this summer, and it was so good. And this was her tour for the Grand Impersonator, so I do have like a special connection to that album, and she was just so good. Like it was so great seeing her live. We had really good seats. So again, I did make a video about that concert experience, so I will again link that up here somewhere or down below so you guys can check that out as well. So that is it for my video today. Thank you guys so much for joining me and for watching. Please let me know down below what your favorite album is by Halsey. I'm very curious. I love a lot of them. Maybe I'll also do like a ranking every Halsey album because I do have some thoughts. So that is all for me today. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will hopefully see you on the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your week and take care. Bye-bye.